There seems to be a certain profile in the many mass shootings in recent years, young white men. Some people equate this phenomenon to white terror. Do you agree?
This is terrorism. We like to, in this country, to differentiate. I mean, I've often seen terrorism only applied to Muslim populations. Terrorism is just the act of committing terror against a population, violence against a population, using fear to manipulate a population, often through violence. When you go into a grocery store and target African Americans, that is terrorism. Although the president has said hate crime is an act of white supremacy, and this is something that we have to denounce outright. And I mean, one thing that I've seen, whether we're talking about the Parkland shooting or whether we're talking about this most recent shooting in Buffalo, these white supremacists get their day in court. They get the time to actually have their case heard and use a lot of state resources to do so. Despite the fact that when it is a non-white perpetrator, oftentimes the police will kill them on sight. Not to say that that is a right course of action, but there is a clear double standard here when it comes to the white male shooter as opposed to any other shooter. It is more often than not the white male shooter will get his day in court, will get time in jail, and sometimes even be let go after a certain amount of years if they were found guilty. The victimization, the fear-mongering of whites has been going on for some time to control our population in ways, and these young people are very susceptible to it. I can certainly see where certain people are coming from in terms of they fear for their future, for their job prospects, for their security and safety, but those sort of pseudo-fears for most white men, especially middle class, are actually authentically real for other populations, and they don't acknowledge it with the same degree of concern when it comes to the safety of African Americans, of Latinos, of women. Anti-Asian hate has been on the rise in this nation, and it is something that has not been properly combated.